Hi, everybody. Dr. Heather here at Friedland Family Chiropractic. I have a special guest with me today. I have Carrie Schrader, who is our nutrition educator. She's actually in the other room. We're testing some new technology this afternoon to see how it'll work. So first thing I'm going to do is just have Carrie introduce herself to all of you and tell you who she is and what she does.
Hello, as Heather already said, I'm Carrie. I'm the health coach / nutrition educator here at Friedland Chiropractic, and I'm seeing clients here 2 days a week now and introducing them to nutrition, lifestyle, dietary changes that can help you feel better, whatever your health issue may be.
And she's amazing. And she'll hate that I said that, but she's one of the smartest people I've met on this stuff. She gets sick of hearing me say that, but I say it all the time. Every time I think I have a good idea, I check in with Carrie, and her idea is always better. So if there's something that you're having trouble with, please reach out. That's why we're here. We're here to help. One of the great things about this new technology is that when you send us comments, we can actually see them. Or I can see them. I don't know if Carrie can see them in the other room.
No.
But you can send us questions and we'll actually answer them live, or if it's something that we don't think we can answer live, we'll get back to you right away. So if you have a question or a comment, please leave it in the comments and we will do our best to answer your questions today. So one of the things that we wanted to talk about today is in January, we have scheduled a detox. And we've already had a lot of questions about what that is and what that means and is it right for me? So Carrie's going to answer some of those questions for us. And then if you have other ones, or if I think of some, I'll chime in and ask too. So can you just do the basics of what is a detox?
Okay, sure. So detoxing is something that we do every day, all day. Our liver detoxes on its own. It doesn't really need any additional help. God created our bodies to detox naturally. Detoxing is a process of binding toxins in our body and eliminating them. So the question is, and why are we doing a detox if our body does it normally anyway? Well, the answer is that we are exposed to so many more toxins now than we were 50, 100 years ago. We have toxins in our environment, and we have internal toxins that we're exposed to as well that our body needs to eliminate. And a little fact is that our body actually creates more internal toxins that we're exposed to than we are exposed to external toxins. And so our liver can get overburdened. And so detoxing is a process of just lifting those burdens so that our body can do what it needs to do on its own. And so we're giving our liver a break from some of those things, and not just our liver, but other organs of detox too. Giving our liver a break from all of those extra things it needs to detox, things like sugar, things like gluten, things like dairy, are the main categories of things that we're avoiding during that time. And then we're also adding in some clean nutritional supplements, some good protein supplement as well, and then just good clean food, eating healthy during that time.
You know, it's funny, those things you say. We've talked about that. I've talked about that stuff in chiropractic for 18 years. You know, we've talked about just the stressors on our body, and as much as I've seen all of that change, how many more chemical stressors there are in the body. Because in chiropractic, we talk about thoughts being a stress on our body, physical things being a stress on our body, and then we've always used the word toxins being a stress on our body. I remember I was teaching a class once years ago, and I had a guy that was in charge of the municipal waters in a couple of the small towns here. And I said, I had been reading about water and just some of the things that were in our water. So I kind of pinned him down one day and said, can you tell me, is all of this junk really in our water? And he said, yeah, it's probably worse than even anybody's telling you. And I said, well, why would they let that happen? Like, that was when they first started to talk about just in our tap water, there being antidepressants. Well, not just in tap water, but in bottled water. They were finding all these chemicals in the bottled water and tap water. And he said that the reason that it was happening is that the particles had gotten so small from being processed through so many bodies that no filter except our liver could actually pick them up. So no man-made filter could actually filter that stuff out anymore. Because sometimes I'll hear people say, oh, I eat clean and I do all this stuff, so I don't probably need a detox. But the reality is I think we're exposed to so much more now than we ever have been before, even if we're doing a really good job. So, and I think in the conversations you and I have had, we're talking to a lot of people who this is definitely something that they want to work on. Not that they're not doing a good job, but it's something that they're thinking about. So
yeah, and for sure, one of the other things you mentioned was that, is this right for you? There are certain categories of people that it's not the right time for them to detox, for sure. You have to be at a place where you're healed enough to go through a detox process. So it's not a right first step for everybody. So that's why I'm trying to meet with people, at least over the phone or online or in person, to kind of talk them through the process and see if this is a good next step for them.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this is our second detox that we've done. We did one with 25 people a little bit ago. Carrie was great at that. So if you have concerns or there's things that you really want to know about, sitting down and meeting with her or getting on the phone with her and just really telling your story and letting her, know what you're struggling with or what you're trying to accomplish. I watched her really be able to fine tune that detox for a lot of people, myself included, by the way. I thought it was going to be all right. And there were some things that, as we went through the detox, that I bumped into that just weren't right for my body. So, that is one of the beauties of having an expert on your team while you do a detox. I mean, we've talked about it. There's detoxes that you can buy and do them completely on your own, and they just come to you in a box online. That is not what this is, because, we've got a lot of extra things in that. One, you get Carrie as an expert, and two, a great part of the detox that we did is we actually started a closed Facebook group where people could get in and ask each other questions and share recipes. And I think really looking back on it, that was probably one of the most beneficial parts of that. It was really fun to watch people interact, and just, watch them go through the journey and know that they weren't on their own. So, there you are. You were stuck for a minute.
Yes.
So can you just kind of tell everybody some of the results that people reported to you after the last detox that we did?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I just wanted to go back. There was something I wanted to mention. Oh, why is this detox different than other detoxes that are out there? So detox is a two-step process, and the first step actually creates free radicals in your body. The second step eliminates those free radicals. A lot of those, like juice cleanses and other detoxes that are on the market, are not safe. They're not going through that second step of eliminating those toxins safely from your body. So you want to make sure that you're hooked in with a detox that is a safe alternative to some of the ones that are out there. Some of the things that people experienced were better sleep, less sugar cravings was a huge one. Weight loss was another one. I think on average people lost between 5 to 10 pounds, I would say, during the detox process. Increased clarity. There's some other ones that I'm not remembering probably.
I think we just kind of got the general, I feel better.
Overall eating better. I was thrilled to see how many people were just picking up healthy eating habits during this time and planned on continuing them during, after the detox ended. So that was one of my favorite things that I saw during that process.
I think my favorite thing was watching exactly that. I'm pretty sure that we had someone in the group that had been drinking a lot of pop. And I'm not really sure how many vegetables they had eaten in the last year. So it was really fun to see just people's grocery carts and what they had found and new foods that they discovered, fun things that I think sometimes I take for granted that everybody knows, like rice cauliflower, or things like that, people were excited to discover and actually excited to see that they could make those changes easier than they thought. I think most people were pleasantly surprised that it was easier than they thought that it was going to be. So,
absolutely.
If you have questions, if you were thinking about doing something in the new year, and I know right now your brain's kind of saying the new year feels like a long ways away, but the reality is that yesterday we were 2 weeks from 2018 or 2019. So it's going to be here before we know it, and then you're all going to be thinking about it, and you're going to be in a panic. So we just want to get you thinking about it now. Will you give them the details of the next detox, when it's going to be, and what they need to do? One, if they want more information, or to sign up, for an appointment with you.
let me, yeah, please message us or reach out to us, call us, however you need to set up an appointment with me. Let me grab my calendar. I wasn't prepared, sorry for the dates.
Oh, the next one starts January
it starts, I think, on
21st, and it's 14 days. So we picked the 21st to give you a little time after the holidays to reboot. And also, quite frankly, to give us a little bit of time to get everything ordered that you need, because we put a lot of work into getting all of this ready for you. So we're trying not to have you do it last minute. Does that mean if you contact us last minute, we won't figure it out? We'll probably figure it out, but we're trying not to do that. So I
had the last day down for orders January 4th, so that, like Heather said, we are able to order the kits and have everything ready for you.
Yep. And I put the link to the event on Facebook right in the comments above us, so you can actually click on that if you want to see more. But if you're interested, type interested in the comments here, or send either Carrie or I a live message or a personal message, and we'll get back to you to let you know what we think you need to do. So we look forward.
One more thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, please feel free. It's more fun to do it with somebody else, and we are giving a discount if you sign up with someone. So please reach out to a family member, a spouse. It doesn't have to be local, actually. So just, reach out to somebody that you know, and if you sign up together, we are offering a discount. So message me if you have questions about pricing or anything like that.
Oh yeah, and I think pretty much most people did it with somebody last time. Actually, a lot of those started off, I'm going to do it with my husband, and then the husband ended up saying no, and then they found a friend to do it with. So it doesn't have to be your husband or your spouse or your wife. It can be a good friend.
Coworker.
Yep, we did it. We had a group of coworkers. We think a group would be a great way to do it. So if there's a group of you in an office that would like to do it together, we think that would be a great option. So we look forward to talking to you soon. We're here to help. So if you need anything, please reach out. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks, Gary.